And they said we couldn't do it. In the words of Kendrick Lamar and last year's anthem for me and Byronique Barbie, welcome to our 300th episode of the Inner Circle podcast. Many have come, many have seen, many have done their thing, but not many have stayed the test of time. Hello, girlfriend.
Shady free.
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I am trying to see, are we on air? Are we doing our thing on our 300th episode?
We are.
How exciting. How are you? Testing 1, 2, 3. How are you? Like, it's crazy, 300th episode. But let's point it out because we always have to point it out. Technically, we've done way more than 300 because we've done little specials and things that we've done on the side for this episodes. But 300 episodes, yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's been 300. I feel like it's been a little bit more considering we've been doing this for like 5 years. But then if you think about it, when we did the reboot, makes sense. The reboot.
Everyone does a reboot. Hi, Real Housewives.
I think 300 to many more. Congratulations on your stamina. Congratulations to me for making myself accessible and readily available.
Listen, I thought about this and I even journaled about it and I said I'm very thankful for you because again, we've said this before and we've discussed this a lot on the podcast that this is something when I initially brought it up to you, like, and me trying to get into it back in 2017, 18, it's yeah, you've always been
hesitant.
No. Well, had my back on and encouraging, but you always made a point that's not your thing, et cetera, et cetera. So again, I'm very thankful and I even commend you. And it's like, wow, like, something you said you wouldn't do, that's not your thing. And then you started as a guest here, as the girl guest, and then here we are.
I'm all about evolving and, changing and different views and putting myself in different spaces, I guess. But it's been great. And one of the things that keeps me going, I feel, is like the people that we've met and gotten close to along the way.
Yes. So. And with that being said, what a segue. I love that. And this is why we do it. This is why we're like the Lucy and Ricky Ricardo.
You're Ricky Ricardo. I'll be Lucy. I'm funny.
I'm Ricky Ricardo. Well, I'm not Cuban, but
he's a white Peter.
I'll take it. And wasn't he a Pisces as well?
Yeah, and I think he used to beat the shit out of Lucy, allegedly.
Oh, well, not that. With that being said, people we meet along the way, and this is our first special guest that we're gonna bring on. Listen, she's been on the show. She's a friend of the show, and I'm very thankful. Like, this is one of the reasons for this podcast and for bringing us together, amongst other things. But we don't talk about those things. We don't talk about Bruno, no. But we talk about Barbie. Yes. How are you? One of the best things to come out of the podcast is meeting you. And the friendship we've had last year around this time, it's coming up on a year. Last year we were together,
right,
in Vegas, having an amazing time,
tearing shit up,
eating our burger for breakfast. Oh my God, mustard!
Yes, I think how you been.
I've seen better days, but I'm very hopeful for, seeing more better days in the future to come.
Listen, life be lifing, and one of the things, and I've told you this too, when we have like combos and stuff that I appreciate about you is that your positivity and how you still just laugh and make people laugh at the same, because you be making me laugh, when I go through your stories and stuff. So it's like the fact that you have that gift to still, within the midst of the bullshit, the valleys and the highs and lows, still laugh life, find a time to laugh and make other people laugh. Like that is a gift. That is a gift, and that is a positive. Love positive people that, like, even with the bullshit that life is and figuring out life and getting older, that you still stay positive. And I've told you that's one of the things I love about you. But yeah, like here we are. So for the people who don't know, she is an actress. I should have done the intro too, but I had to do it. She's an actress, and you've done so many things. I got you do you have the poster nearby to show the people the movie you were in?
You know what? Let me grab it. You know what? I still got to get it framed. My ass been procrastinating, but
go ahead and show the people.
Where you can get it. Oh!
Documentary on Netflix, Black Barbie. So make sure to check it out if you haven't. But yeah, you've done so many things. You do comedy. You've done your acting. I know you've slowed down a little bit with things, and you said something, and someone actually sent in a question with something I've seen in your stories of how you stay motivated. How you stay motivated in the craft you love when you feel like you're not getting the
reciprocation, or like from
you're not seeing the fruit of it, or you don't feel like you're seeing the fruit of it. Someone actually said a question, then I seen that in your story, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. What a coincidence. And I guess it was a question for us, but let's talk about it now. How do you stay motivated? For us, it was like how on the podcast you stay motivated when you feel you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, or you feel you're putting in more. Do you ever feel discouraged to stop? But answer that question, sis.
You know what? I feel like that not only in my craft, but especially with comedy. That's why I haven't done comedy in like over a year, because I got so tired of doing it. And, not only no recognition, but there's no pay. You know what I mean? And look, I can't keep, I understand when you're starting out, you got to be willing to, just do it for the love of the game and whatnot. But after 10 years, I mean, you should have showed some fucking, like, you know what I mean? Some that you are qualified to be getting paid for what you do. So, with that, it's just like, I want to continue to do it, but I have to understand and know my worth, that I'm not going to keep doing things for people that are not going to pay me what I'm worth, and they're not going to show me show me any recognition. I mean, I would do a lot of shows where I would be the only comedian that would show up, and you could tell I've prepared, I've rehearsed, I'm on time, I'm treating it as it's a paid gig. And other people that are showing up high, drunk out of their mind, like not prepared. But those motherfuckers are the ones getting recognized. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I dealt with that for 9-10 years, and I'm just, I'm tired of it. So I've moved on to, looking elsewhere to, do my comedy and looking into more so acting and whatnot, and other things that will actually get me paid and pay the bills. You know what I mean? So it's just like the same thing I always tell people with social media. I had to find, a reason to do it. And the reason to do it is for myself, because if you're on just posting things for likes and for follows, I mean, half the time, you know, it's bots or it ain't even real, or you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I post on social media, you know, for myself. And so that, you know, once I'm long gone, it'll be kind of served like a portfolio as to my life and what I was about and how I lived my life and what I thought, my opinions and things like that. So I think that kind of keeps me motivated to post, because a lot of days I'll be like, bitch, why you finna put so much time and effort into posting this post and ain't nobody gonna like it? You know what I mean? Then I'm like,
crazy.
It's for you, you know, do it for yourself.
That is hilarious how you say that, because that's crazy, because I've had that similar talk too about the podcast. I'm like, listen, no matter what. And then it's dawned on me too. I'm like, yo, this is forever going to be out there. Unless I go and like, or whatever. But even at some point, maybe screen grabs or someone screen grabs something, whatever. I'm like, this forever is going to be out there. So even when I'm long gone, like this is, you know, my nephews. And I know that some of my nephews have watched the show or do watch the show sometimes. So, you know, it's crazy to think about. So I agree with you. But with that being said, you know, we made more friends along the way, and he is a new friend of the show. And we excited to bring him on and celebrate with us and basically chop it up and get into the things that we're gonna get into today. Influencer, friend of the show now, Johonie, welcome back.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for having me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey.
Wait, I can't hear you, Johnny. I can't hear you. Can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him. Yeah, I heard the last part was congratulations.
Okay, take yourself off mute. No.
But girlfriend,
try to fix the sound and then come back.
Girlfriend, how
no, not yet.
Coming up on the year of your birthday, Melanie, how and last year, basically all of us last being together, what I know we've talked about it a little bit on the podcast before, after, but what is like a memory you miss? Because we had so much fun last year.
I
know. With my birthday, like when we went to Vegas,
yeah.
Eating In-N-Out burgers for breakfast. Like, weight, but at the same time, like I had an amazing time. I feel like I cried like every other day because I was like so emotional that like we were with Byronique and then we were leaving. And then also when you came and brought us from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, the sticky coffee pudding with the ice cream, I was eating that shit up in bed.
I walked over there while y'all asses was asleep.
I was knocked out. Yo,
I mobbed over there, honey. I told you I wasn't playing
she
about
walked her pretty ass over there. Going to the drag show was amazing. And like, you know, there were some hiccups and like, you know, haters were trying to, you know, hijack my birthday. But at the end of the day, being with y'all two, y'all made it amazing. I had a great time. Let's see if Johonie is back. Johonie, speak to us. Can he hear us? I don't think he could hear us yet. But yeah, this year I'm excited for my birthday because it's gonna be different. You know, I feel like the older I get, the more I'm in it's more enticing for me to do something out of New York. Like this weather ain't cutting it. 1, 2. I want it to be chill, but at the same time, I want to be chill somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to go back to LA.
Yeah, we have to. We have to see this year. We said it now. We have to make us happen at least once every year. But you know what's coming out this year in a few months? I don't know if y'all seen the trailer, the Michael Jackson movie trailer.
Oh, in May, right? We should go to LA and watch it over there.
April.
Oh, wait, it's in April? Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
And we just talking. We're
All right,
talking
I
about
figured it out.
we're talking about the Michael Jackson trailer that just dropped. I don't know if y'all seen it, but
I did.
like, did you see it? What are your thoughts? How do you feel about the person playing Michael Jackson?
Jafar Jackson.
It's the nephew, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
it's his actual nephew.
yeah, it's
Oh,
the nephew. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
the
fabulous.
real
I've seen the
nephew.
trailer.
okay.
Like a couple of times. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. A
Me
lot of my
too.
fashion inspiration is from Michael Jackson. I think they picked the right person, and definitely I'm curious to hear whether it's gonna be a voiceover or him actually singing. So does the talent run in the family?
Right.
true.
That's true.
What
Well,
did
we'll
you
get to
think,
see
Barbie?
based on the dance moves if like the talent is there.
Yeah, I definitely think they did good by like waiting this out, because I think they could have tried to rush and put this out long time ago. Like, he's been gone for a long time now. And so I think they did a really good job by trying to wait until, somebody in the family could step into that role. I do think that if they had not kept it in the family, there's only one person that I feel could have fit that role and fit those shoes. And I don't know if y'all can guess who I'm talking about, but it ain't who you probably think I'm talking about.
Who?
Michael B. Jordan?
No.
Oh, no. I love Michael B. Jordan, but no. Not him, honey.
You think about that picture I sent you.
Give me a clue.
The Weeknd.
What?
And I'm gonna tell you, the Weeknd might not have the dance moves. If they could take Chris Brown's dance moves and the Weeknd's voice, because the Weeknd's voice, he can do that. If you listen to his shit, like a lot of his songs are like in that pitch that Michael would do. Like, to be honest with you, I'm a huge fan.
The only thing is the Weeknd doesn't know how to act. Like his acting is
I don't think I have to disagree with you. I think that boy know how to act. He just has chosen or been put in the wrong type of roles, and the wrong type of the scripts have been written terribly. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to stand up and tell him, like, I don't think this is a good idea, but you have the money to fund it, so go ahead and do it. But I do think that boy can act, because I've watched his film that he put out for that movie where the concert where he came out and sung one song and then he left, and that I was there at that concert. And then I've watched his TV show that was on HBO Max, and it's not that he's a bad actor. It's really just he's been doing some bad shit. If the script is bad, any good actor will look bad. You know what I mean? Right. If the script ain't the shit, so. Yeah, I think he could have definitely done it, but I'm glad, like I said, that they're keeping it in the family, because I love Michael Jackson so much. In high school, I would call niggas outside to fight me that would talk shit about Michael Jackson, like, step outside right now. And the teacher would have to come out and get me and tell me to go sit my ass back down. Like, I don't play about Michael Jackson.
Oh
like,
my God.
The trial and all that to get me riled up. And I be ready for him. Like, I go down for mine, who I believe in. Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Drake. What's up? Like, come at me. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how I feel about Bad Bunny.
Well, you know who exactly. You know who we go hard for? Bad Bunny. And what a good
I see him on the Oscars. He was so cute.
The Grammys.
I mean, the Grammys.
This past Sunday, we're not gonna get too much into Grammys because we did our little special Keep It or Shred It, and we touched on the Grammys a little bit on that. Go and check that out exclusively on our YouTube. But Bad Bunny did win Album of the Year for the Vi Tirarme Fotos, and it is the first all Spanish language album to do so, or any other language album to do so in Grammy US history. So that is amazing. And from the Grammy high that he's going from to now the Super Bowl, this coming Sunday, Pats versus the Seahawks are playing, but my unpopular opinion, who cares? Because I don't care about that game. All I care about is the Benito Bowl. And I'm so excited about Bad Bunny performing. Johonie, what are your thoughts on Bad Bunny? What are your predictions? Also, I'm gonna everyone. I want y'all predictions, but Johonie, I'm gonna start with you. What are your predictions? Do you think he's gonna have any special guests? If you think so, what other special guests do you think are gonna come on? And what are you looking forward to see?
So I'm definitely he needs to educate us on Puerto Rico. And I think that that's what this is going to be. This is going to be an education on Puerto Rico. He's going to put a lot of great old school. And I think he definitely, if he's not bringing out Ivy Queen or the Omar or Daddy Yankee, like I need to see those people. I'm okay if like J-Lo comes out and I'm okay, but I'm not really. I want to see the real Puerto Ricans. I don't want to see the fake Puerto Ricans about the orange drink. I want to see Cardi B on that stage because even though, you know, she's more Dominican more than anything, she loves her Puerto Rican. So I want to see him do his big one. I definitely hope there's no English at all. You know, my political views is I do not really mess with how they fucking with my people right now. And our people have been segregated for quite some time in all different capacities. Latino, African American. So he represents a lot for us. A lot of, you know, the Black people that I grew up with listen to Bad Bunny. They love Bad Bunny. So everyone, all eyes is on him right now. So I know he's going to give some extravagant. I do hope he does dress with a dress at some point, just to say a big fuck you to everyone. So I have a good feeling. He's a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. I just know very well, like
season.
Yeah, no one is gonna be artistic more than us in our season. And what a time to shine! Then right before our birthdays, just bam, just slap it in there. The Pisces is here, coming in Aquarius season, right through air and water. We causing a tsunami right now. So I'm just so excited.
Speaking of causing a tsunami, what do you think? I love that. We cause air and water. We're causing a tsunami. That's what me and Melanie do every week. What are your predictions? What are your hopes? Johonie, I really didn't think that you had me thinking that Ivy Queen, I'm like, okay, I didn't go that far. But Melanie, what are your predictions and what are your hopes if he does bring anyone out?
If he does bring anyone out, it would be amazing if he did bring Ivy Queen and Don Omar and, like, you know, paid homage to like the people before him that paved the way. However, because he's going to do a lot of music that is from his album or like his last few albums, I think he's going to bring out collaborations. So that being said, maybe J Balvin, maybe more than likely Raúl Alejandro. If he does bring Niego Flow and Joely Randy, I would love that. In a perfect world, because my favorite reggaeton artist of all time is Tego Calderon. I would love that. Like, I would cry, sob, and fucking puke if he brought out Tego. But I don't think he's going to do that. Wishful thinking. I'm okay if he doesn't bring anyone out at all. As long as he represents like he normally does, then it's going to be great. And I know that there is like a bullshit little competition of a halftime show by some other fucking salty cracker folks. Ain't nobody watching that. Good luck.
No, that's gonna be lame. I personally think because it's a Super Bowl, we got to remember though. Like Johonie, you had some points where people you said, I'm like, and then Melanie, like as well. We've discussed this before, but you also got to think NFL, and they still want to be a little mainstream and such. So, like some people are saying, I feel it may be like a Cardi B. I mean, he's playing in the Super Bowl. The Pats up going versus the Seahawks. It will make a lot of sense. Again, she's also promoting an album. She's promoting a tour that's about to kick off as well.
And she
amazing job by the way. By the way, her SNL performances made me want to be like, yo, I want to go see her, but those tickets are like $300 for nosebleeds. I'm like, fuck. But amazing job at SNL because you sold yourself. You're promoting your tour, girl. You did that. But with that being said, I feel like that may be that's why it's a more probable thing for me that she may be a surprise guest. She also back when Bad Bunny started, she put him on with I Like It Like That, and that kind of pushed him in the mainstream American stream and like got his name with like people with the non-speaking Spanish people.
Right.
So maybe, you know, that's why I feel like that is a more probable thing versus where, yeah, it will be dope to see like the Puerto Rican artists or going back. People are already in a shock that it's like, who's this all Spanish guy? I don't think he's going to bring out all those other people that, yeah, we may know as Hispanics and are legend in their own right, but that is going to even be like, but who's this? But who's this? I feel he's going to keep it a little mainstream. But with that being said, I wanted to get, before we move on from Bad Bunny, because I'm sure next week we're going to have much more to talk about. I do want your take, Barbie. Do you watch the Super Bowls? I know the last few years has been. Last year we had who did we have last year?
Kendrick, right?
Kendrick and Rihanna,
and so on. What are you looking? And listen, don't be mad, don't be scared if you're not into Bad Bunny. If you're in a room with Bad Bunny, but are you looking forward to it? Are you into the Super Bowl? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, let me just show. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all.
I love that shirt. Wait, let me borrow that top.
I definitely want him to bring out my girl Cardi B. Okay, that's my bitch right there. I love her. Yes, I can relate to her so much. So yeah, I fucks with Bad Bunny. I have a lot of Latino friends out here in LA, and so I definitely, you feel me, be trying to speak a little Espanol, okay? So yeah, I thought he was so cute on the Grammys the other night. I definitely fucked with him.
Did you guys hear the rumor that if you notice the way that he was dressed, like he was wearing Schiaparelli, we already talked about that, but like he was very like guarded and didn't move. He didn't shake anyone's hand. He didn't hug anyone. Supposedly, there's a rumor that he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Because security has heightened because of all the death threats and stuff he's been getting since being announced or being the Super Bowl performance. And listen, low key, I kind of believe it because we look at the state we're living in America with these white people thinking they could do whatever they want under this Trump era. So, like the way things are going, people are crazy. People are crazy, and
the way Charlie Kirk got assassinated, child. I mean, shit, white people ain't even safe. What kind of country we living in when white people ain't safe? Woo! You better be scared for your motherfucking life, baby. Okay, hold on to your edges. Because the way they killed that man, I can't even get that out of my mind. I kind of wish I wouldn't even seen that shit. That was horrible.
Yeah. So. I heard that too. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. And then did you see also that clip real quick before we move on of him dozing off at the award show? All I have to say is this about that. This man is on a world tour, bouncing from time zone to time zone, rehearsing for the Super Bowl, showing up for, these Grammys. And Pisces like to take naps. Hell yeah, he's tired. Hell yeah, he's tired. So he goes off. Moving on. Now that we have our friends here on the show with us, because we love when people come to join us, so we can chop it up more and get perspectives. I have something that I discussed with Melanie that I came across a few weeks ago about 10 things you should keep private. Right? So it's 10 things that we're going to go down the list. This is some conversational pieces. So let's get into this. Number 1, your relationship problems in real time. Venting creates opinions. Even if you forgive, they won't forget, and it can poison how they see your partner. I'm going to start this one off myself. Because evolving into a new chapter that I'm evolving into, I definitely agree with this one that you should keep some things private when you're going through it in real time. Maybe after the breakup, and once you like realize certain things, maybe you know, in time, yes, share it. But in real time, when you're going through this, or in the moment because of emotions, catch those emotions. Don't share things because it's true. You do poison. It's energy. So you, as a friend, and especially if you're venting to a true friend, they're gonna be like, "Oh hell no!" And yeah, you're poisoning their mind. So now you get back together like a dumb bitch. We all dumb bitches, including myself. I know how to take ownership now. Going, um, we all do it at some point or another. We forgive and we think and we're like, oh, and we get back into it now, you know. So that when I seen that one, I'm like, I agree. Like that is one thing you should not share what you're going through in real time with your man. What do you think, Barbie?
Yeah, I definitely have tried to warn people about that. Like, you know, if you're going through it with your spouse and then you go tell your family that, you know, this motherfucker just beat your ass or he cheated on you, you know what I mean? You could forgive him and move on, but then your family will never forgive him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if you try to bring brother to the or sister to the cookout, it's gonna be smoke. It's gonna be up and it's gonna be stuck. So I mean, I feel like people just need to bite the bullet, pay a therapist, somebody that won't be at the cookout at any means necessary, you know, somebody like that, and vent to them about your problems, you know, because they can't throw it back up in your face really, or you know, and even if they do, they can't embarrass you in front of your whole family or all your friends and shit like that, you know. So I just think, you know, everybody really needs to find that good therapist or journal. If you can't afford a therapist, honey, you know, do what you got to do. But everything shouldn't be voiced to the closest people around you, every little single problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
What do you think, Johonie?
See, I'm a Pisces, so people normally come to me for advice. So it's a superpower we have, but also a curse that people just feel comfortable to come just tell us every little detail. So I find myself on the other side where I'm one of those people that I'm genuine. So I don't really have ill intent. And like I see things from an overview. Um, I definitely agree. Like, I guess for my own personal life, I should take that advice. I need to be more selective, you know, and reserved because, listen, you tell the parents or you tell, like, I have 5 close best friends. I only have best friends, and like, they just my 5 same people. I tell them one little thing about somebody and they hate them for life. So, definitely, I agree, like, in a personal view, but I think that a
Or
lot of people
in
just need
real
to,
time, when it's happening in real time.
yeah,
Like you deal with it, go through it, try to see if you work it out, and if it don't, then. But go ahead.
yeah, like it's weird. It's weird because sometimes you need a vent to somebody, and like, you know, you need your friend because it's happening in real time. You don't know who to talk to, who to run to.
That's true.
And nowadays you can't trust nobody. You really can't. You can't even trust the person you're sleeping next to. So what makes you think, you know, so at least, you know, you gotta try to, you know, have some sort of trust. But I see it a little kind of just, it's a hit or miss. It depends who that person is and like
Real quick,
what the circumstance is.
real quick, man. Your thoughts before we go to number two.
So really quick, I think it's hard to explain because you are my best friend, Charlie. So like we tell each other everything. But I feel as I've gotten older, I've been less reactive to what things are said to me and I listen more. But also I've also learned in this latest, situation to not really voice everything that's happening in my life and to give it some time and then bring everything when you're like in a calm state. Because I would be the one that in real time, as things would be happening, unfolding, I would be texting, giving a play by play to Charlie and telling him, and he would be giving his reactions and stuff. And now I feel like, like prime example, last situation, I took a while to say anything that was going on. So I think I understand maybe not saying things right away, but I also feel like it depends on the person. Some people could be a friend to you where they don't automatically shun the person or make a big deal. They sit there and listen to what you have to say and sometimes play devil's advocate. So it just depends on the person.
Number 2, your next move or big plans. Not everyone needs access to what you're building. Protect your momentum until it's done. And we're not gonna all give our, I'll ping pong on our thoughts on different ones, so we don't spend too much time on it. But Barbie, what do you think about that one? Your next moves or big plans. Not everyone needs access to what you're building. Protect your momentum until it's done.
And I can definitely, I'll keep it cute and quick. I agree with that as well, because, sometimes you could tell people your plans and your business and they just shut that shit down immediately or start putting, negative ideas in your head. And then that makes you not want to do it or feel like you ain't good enough. So, yeah, it's best to move in silence, like they say.
And I've done that. I've done that starting like towards the end of 2025, early 2026. I've been doing that with some things. So it's true. It's true. It's not necessarily you don't trust people. It's like, you know what? Let me just
don't jinx it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Thank you.
About it. Be about it.
Now I'm putting foot. What is it? Foot to this.
The action.
So, and just keep it and wait what pops up, and then be like, you see, I've been trying.
Right.
Next. Number 3, your finances in detail, income, saving, debt, or struggles can quietly shift dynamics, invite comparison or judgment. Melody, what do you think about that one?
Run that back.
10 things you should keep private from friends. Number 3, your finances in detail, income, savings, debt, or struggles quietly shift
dynamics. You're the right fucking person to answer this. When it comes to money, you can't say too much. You got to be sometimes evasive when it comes to that, because people will take advantage. You know how I am with money. Talking about money makes me itchy. Yeah, keep your shit. And also, there's a lot of people in the world that like have no couth, and like they could be down and out with fucked up credit, owing tons of debt collectors, and they openly speak about it instead of actually putting into action. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, keep that shit to yourself.
Next up, arguments with your family. You heal and move on. Friends may hold resentment on your behalf long after you made peace. What do you think about that, Johonie? Number 4.
That's actually a good question for me. Oh damn, you got some good ones. Yeah, I try to keep the family stuff away from the friendships, especially if you introduce your friends to family and your friends have been around said family for a long time. Especially like when it comes to sibling like rivalry, like I don't include my best friends in my family problems. Even at least when it's like in present time ongoing, like I won't say anything, because then when my best friend comes around, they become very defensive, overprotective. So definitely that's not something I feel like you should share. Like keep it to yourself, let the problem go over, and then kind of just like later on fill your friend in like, this is how I handled it. And if you want advice, you get advice, but try to keep it at a minimal, especially if that person always around the family.
Number 5 of 10 things you should keep private from friends. Your deepest insecurity. Sadly, what's shared in vulnerability can resurface during conflict or distance. I don't know about this. For me, I don't know. I would still share my. I think with you, I would still share things that I'm insecure about and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine, but it doesn't have to be an insecurity. You could share something that like makes you feel, away, or like a trauma. And if you share that with the wrong person, they can use it in an argument, or they can use it as a rebuttal to something that they want to piss you off with. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an insecurity.
Number 6, how much you tolerate in a relationship. This can normalize mistreatment or invite commentary you didn't ask for. What do you think about that one, Barbie?
Yeah, I definitely think, I think about that when people raise their kids and how, a lot of people believe in whooping their kids' ass. And, at the same time, you don't realize that you're kind of training that child to grow up and feel like, okay, well, shit, my parents whooped my ass and they still love me. So maybe my man gonna whoop my ass, and that don't mean he don't love me. You get what I'm saying? So, you just have to kind of be careful with those types of things, and you know what you can allow in relationships and what you allow anybody to do to you. You know, family, friends, anybody. You have to be very protective of yourself and your spirit and your soul. You know.
Yeah. Number 7. Boundaries aren't secrecy, they're self-respect. Peace is louder than explanation. Number 8. Private details about your partner, especially their weakness, finances, or past. Respect builds safety and love. What do you think about that one, Johonie?
I think when it comes to that, I do like, and I find that now I do share like little details like that with my best friend, but I think maybe our bond is like really tight, and I feel like he does as well. So I think that's a little tricky. I think it depends on the person in my life and how I view them, whether or not I trust them enough to say like intimacy details about like my significant other. But like, I think like little things like that is good to know, because like, you know, what if it's the person's birthday and they helping and, you know, they want to do like a little surprise and they know like the favorite color and shit. Little details like that, I think are cute to share. Maybe it just depends on the type of person for me.
Melanie, what do you think?
So you spun it in a positive way. I thought of it in a negative way. Like when I was in college or like in my 20s, when I dated a guy and I was so enamored by them or something, or like I had a boyfriend at the time, I felt the need to share a lot with my girlfriends, to the point where I realized some girlfriends will, you know, kind of romanticize being with your partner. So that's when I learned to like fall back and not really say, like, I don't know, if I had a partner that was well endowed, I'm not going to tell my girlfriends like, yeah, my man has a big dick. Like, there's no reason to do that. There's no reason to be saying, oh, my man got me flowers and chocolates and stuff and did this, that, and the third, because some people are not really happy for you if they're not happy themselves. So, yeah.
That is true.
Number 9. Who you don't like or don't trust. People talk and words travel faster than intentions. Now, I'll start with this one. As my best, because you're my best friend, we tell each other who we like and don't trust. Like I feel like, yeah, you can't say that with anyone, but with you, absolutely. Like we do. Like, bitch, I don't like that thing or this person.
I mean, if you didn't tell me and I like start hanging out with this person, like you're gonna look at me sideways, like what the fuck. But also, I feel like telepathically, if Charlie doesn't like someone, I already know. And
right.
He already knows if I like, I don't have a poker face.
What do you think about that, Barbie?
Y'all in Vegas? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Because
Johonie, you have to be there. Johonie, you have to be there.
Even I can tell.
So what happened was, on my birthday, I had a couple haters, and they were trying to like ruin my birthday. And like on top of that shit, they were extra oohs and ahs, like they weren't even invited. So I'm here trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to make it all about me because it's my birthday. I'm very, you know, chill when it comes to things like that.
But you should see it's your birthday.
At the same time, Charlie and Byronique are looking at me like, you're going to let this shit, like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, let's just say some people got left in 2025 because I don't play
and that's all I got to say about that. Charlie had to bring out the fan.
Yes, I was heated.
Johonie, you have to be there. You have to be there. All right, let's move on. Number 10, last but not least, of 10 things you should keep from private from friends. Your exit plans, whether it's a relationship, job, or friendship, move it in silence until you're gone.
That's very redundant. That sounds like number 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Pisces, when we disappear, we disappear.
As I went with you guys.
Aquarius disappear too.
We disappear. We
disappear.
Virgos will definitely disappear. You won't even know.
That's why we all here. We're fucking the Casper Act. All right, but we like to play games here on the Inner Circle Podcast. Is one of the things that since the inception of this podcast, since episode 1, with the originals, we've been doing is playing games, the good games. So we have, because since the show has evolved, it's been me and my best girlfriend, as you guys know, my cat phrase. We should make t-shirts like that, girlfriend. Byronique, Barbie has a little game that she's gonna lead for us called the BFF test. So Barbie is going to read a list of questions.
So Byronique she's gonna read some questions out loud, and then on the count of 3, 2, 1, Charlie and I will shout out who we think is like that, who the answer is, whether it's me or Charlie. But there are 2 versions. There's like the PG version, and then there's the After Dark version. So feel free to choose whichever one you want.
Okay, so I can go back and forth.
To Johonie, do the After Dark.
Johonie, if you don't mind, you could do the 3, 2, 1 for us.
I got you guys.
And you guys could play along, whether it's Johonie or Barbie, or you guys listening at home, watching at home, who you guys think the answer will be. But ultimately, I guess me and Melanie will reveal ourselves. So, Barbie, you ready?
Yes.
Let's get this game started.
All right. Okay, so who is more likely to be late?
3, 2, 1.
Melanie.
I do late sometimes too, but okay. And she was late too. She was the last one today. She was the last one today, so there you go.
Okay. Who spends more money?
3, 2, 1.
Melanie.
Me.
What? I would think it's Charlie.
I spend money sleeping, literally.
Yeah, that's it. That's every. Yeah, I can see it. The skin flawless. I can see it.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Who holds grudges longer?
3, 2, 1.
Melanie. When you cross me, you're dead to me.
Us Pisces, we be forgiving.
No, fuck that.
Okay.
You won't see me ever again.
Next.
Okay, ready. Who gives better advice?
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Charlie, okay.
I'll admit that. He does.
Okay, have we ever been mad at each other and not said it?
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
No.
Gotta explain.
I feel like I've been annoyed, and like he probably like got a sense of me being annoyed on text, but not mad. I think mad is like,
yes, mad is too strong of a word, but yeah, annoyed.
Talk about it.
I'm going more back to like that point in time when I think we talked about it on the podcast when we didn't talk for a little bit or whatever.
Decades ago.
I think it was brewing. It happened, but I think it was a brewing, and I felt it. But yeah,
okay.
That time.
So you're trying to say it's not recent?
No, not recent.
Okay.
Back then, I would say if it was recent. No, back then. That's what my mind went to. That's what my mind originally went to. Like with the question.
Got it.
Okay, this one is good. Okay. Who has worse taste in men?
3, 2, 1.
Melanie.
You know what? With my track record, I'm gonna say yeah, that's true.
Okay.
You allowed that question in. I'm surprised.
I didn't screen
I'm in my honest era.
I didn't screen the question, so it's fine.
Go ahead, Barbie.
Who brings calm to the other?
3, 2, 1.
Charlie.
Oh, I do. That's hard. Sometimes you call me too, but that's
lately I've been more calming to you. Like I've you know.
Yeah.
What is it?
Of friendship.
I've turned a new leaf, but before I would hype you up.
Even before, it's a balance. You
Come
come
on.
No, for real. Yeah.
Okay, who is more protective?
3, 2, 1.
Her, Melanie. And thank God for growth, because she used to scare my boyfriend. Well, not boyfriends. Oh, not boyfriends. My little trials and errors. Not trials and errors, because they were never boyfriends. They were people you kicked it with. You know?
Yeah.
So,
you know what? Charlie had a lot of hanger-ons. Charlie's always had people that wanted to hang out with him.
You gotta be so mean. She was mean back in the day to them.
I can see that.
I live.
I can see that.
She was so mean to them. There wasn't need to be that mean. She was mean.
You know what state that means? Scare them away. Scare them away.
Only the real ones lasted. Only the real ones.
Listen.
Okay. Who overshares more?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Charlie when he's drunk.
Yeah, I know that's every place.
You're like, sometimes you want to tangent through a text. Even with regular, I
That's
feel.
true.
Even
Okay.
regular.
Who is secretly more judgmental?
3, 2, 1.
I'm trying a new leaf. I'm not as judgmental anymore after therapy, but yes.
But in general, I'm not as judgmental though. I have
Okay, I'll take that. Next.
Okay, who apologizes first?
3, 2, 1.
We don't have to apologize to each other like that, though.
He apologizes a lot for leaving me long voice notes.
Oh yeah. True, yeah.
Okay, who is more dramatic?
3, 2, 1.
Me?
No, I think I'm more dramatic. I'm definitely more dramatic.
No, honey, why the face? Because Pisces are.
Yeah, because Pisces, we dramatic. we extra. We extra.
No, I feel like
I guess that kind of me. I did throw myself out there, like.
I feel like I'm more dramatic than you because if like something is not to like standard, I feel I would like say something.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, whatever.
Okay, 3 more.
Can I move to the after dark questions?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I thought some of those questions were after dark shit.
Oh no, honey, we ain't even got there yet. Okay, who has sent a risky text while tipsy?
3, 2, 1.
Charlie. I have contained myself. I don't get drunk, so.
Okay, who has lied to protect their ego?
3, 2, 1.
Charlie.
No.
Look at Charlie's face.
Wait. Okay, maybe.
Yeah, you have.
Okay, out of our friendship, maybe in some other situation. Yes. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. Who has stayed longer in a situationship?
3, 2, 1.
Charlie.
He already know.
I got bored.
Okay, this y'all gotta yell it. Okay, it's either a yes or a no, and you gotta yell it. Okay, have we ever kept a secret from each other?
Nah, he has. I know he has, but I haven't. I'm like an open book.
A secret? Maybe I chose not to share some things, but okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Have we ever judged each other's hookups?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, we have.
I have not. Yo, I've heard nicknames for guys that I've dated. Like, yeah.
We have.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, who is more dominant in bed?
Yeah.
Charlie.
No matter what position. Everybody being said.
This one, who has a higher body count?
Charlie.
We can stop right there because me.
Yeah.
Charlie wins.
I have a game for you guys.
Okay.
I have in true Melanie fashion, we're gonna play this or that.
Okay, and would that be hold on, because we have
Come on, visuals.
image for that. Wait, where is it?
All right, so this is the this or that friend edition. So Johonie and Barbie, you're gonna answer which one is your preference. Okay, so would you rather be late to everything or cancel last minute?
I'd rather be late.
Be late. Always fashionably late.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Group chat drama or family drama?
Group chat drama all day.
Yeah.
I will mute that shit. Drunk crying in the bathroom or drunk texting your ex?
Drunk crying in a bathroom.
Oh, that's dramatic. Lose your phone or lose your wallet?
Lose your wallet because I could pay everything with my phone.
Right, that is
We
true.
in a new day and age.
Yeah. It depends if it had cash in the wallet, because cash, you can't get that back.
But
okay. I don't carry cash
no more. Someone asked me, do I have $5 today? I'm like,
yeah, it's always on the account and the card always stay locked. You can't say it. Pisces don't trust no one.
Right?
Oh, that's right.
All right, so miss the flight or miss the concert?
Miss the flight because I'm going to the concert.
Yeah.
Wait, you too, Barbie? Missed the flight?
Yeah, because I've missed a flight before and they were really nice. Like, we'll
yeah,
next flight right away. You don't have to pay anything extra. So yeah, I had a good experience.
I see that. I see
that's what happens when you're a high flying member.
The
you fly, you travel.
See the explanation.
I wasn't even a high flyer. I was just
Period. Because
I'm going to ask
traveling.
you about your love or dating tea. Situationship or single and peaceful?
Single and peaceful, baby. That's what I've been for the past 10 years.
I know it's
well, honey, don't lie.
It's because I don't know if he's gonna be watching. I'll be sharing, with the people. Situationship, and for quite some time. But I'm single and I've made it clear that I am ready to mingle. I'm not waiting for no one no more. But he's just there and it's good to have him. Like the map. Dora always depended on the map. I could just always depend on the map to navigate my, inside to where they need to go.
You're right.
Rich partner or emotionally intelligent partner?
Rich partner, I could care less about all that emotion shit.
Yeah,
at
this point,
give me the money.
I just want some money, please.
Right.
Nah,
I want to be a soft girl.
Come on, Cardi, money.
Shout out to JM Beauty Nails, but
I really need
money. It costs to live the soft life, okay?
Soft life. Yes, I want a soft life, bitch. Yeah.
All right. Romantic planner or spontaneous chaos?
Romantic planner.
Spontaneous. I like spontaneous.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm doing and I need to be romanticized. We don't have to have emotion all the time, but have it sometimes. Show me you still love me here and there. Take me on a getaway. Bring some heat.
Yeah, I like to be surprised though, and I like a little chaos like Bobby and Whitney,
Okay, 2 more. Great sex or great communication?
Oh, shit.
Great communication, because if you have great communication, you'll have great sex.
Yeah. Thank you. Communication is key.
Yeah. I've had great sex already, so let's go for the great communication.
Yeah, I want to tell you how I want it. Yeah. I like to control. I'm like Charlie, very dominant. Pisces, very dominant in the bedroom. I'll tell you what I want.
All right, last one. Forgive once or cut off immediately?
Cut off immediately. Delete, execute, send back in time. I don't know. Send them to hell, send them somewhere, but gone. Forgotten.
Yeah, it depends on what it is too, though. It depends on what it is. I might forgive. It really depends on what they did.
Nah, fuck that.
They do it once, they're gonna do it again, y'all. They do it once, and for y'all listening, they do it once, they're gonna do it again. It's 2026. Let that man go, girl. Let him go. Let him go. Chase after Benjamin. He's the only one who's going to keep you faithful. He goes into your account and he multiplies.
Right.
No one else is multiplying except Benjamin. So if his name ain't Ben, keep it pushing.
You know what's crazy? Now that you mentioned this, I was thinking to myself, because I'll be having crazy thoughts. I feel like I flourish financially when I'm single.
And that is what, hello, ladies,
Like,
there, listen.
I feel like sometimes I'm afraid to be in a relationship, and it's not because of spending money on the person. That comes with the territory. It's more like, for me, something about me financially flourishing when I'm by myself, hella focused, and I don't have no dusty ass motherfucker on my ass. Yeah, I don't know. I noticed
when you think about you think about always it's joined, and yes, it's together. It seems like more, but when it's we, it's the more you gotta give. When it's it's the more you retain. And that is something I've learned in my 20s. So shout out to all the old heads who took advantage of me, because y'all helped me to learn to never trust y'all with financial advice or anything. Don't trust these men. Don't buy men nothing. Forget, don't hide for nobody. Whether they DL, leave them in the street, leave them. It's just a little piece of meat. Go ahead, go find some shit and eat your meat. Like, don't waste your time on that, y'all. Please learn from Johonie. I've been there, done that.
And with that being said, this or that. That was a fun little game. Thank you, Melody, for that. Now, another little staple that's been around our podcast is Ask the Circle. And for months now, I've been collecting and posting on our Instagram page. If you're not following us on Instagram, the Inner Circle Podcast, follow us on Instagram. We give you the latest news, fun memes, make you laugh, all that good stuff. There's some inspiration from me sometimes and all that good stuff. But one thing I lost my train of thought.
Oh, no.
And that's how we live here at the podcast. Listen, by the way, y'all, as y'all know, y'all been on my journey of sober dry January the whole month. This is my first cocktail since dry January.
Hey! And you know January was a long ass month.
Oh my God, this freaking week is long. Imagine the month. Ugh.
Wow.
Well, I felt that, but my train of thought is back because I always say thank you, God, for my remembrance. I really do. Ask the Circle. You guys have been sending questions in for a while, and I've been gathering them, writing them in my handy dandy notebook. And here are some of the questions we're gonna ask right now, real quick, on this segment before we get to our last game and see you guys out. So here we go. These are some questions that I've gathered throughout the months, Melanie, for us. So one of them is, what's a topic you've avoided but want to talk about?
I think everyone has avoided politics because we have so much to say. But it's like the minute that you do say something, it's like either left or right, literally, no pun intended. So that's something I feel like it has destroyed friendships, families.
Listen, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's talk about it all. Let's mention it all.
Oh, you're gonna go there?
No, let's mention it all. This podcast right here, like the original lineup, we know what it was. If you know our history, you know what it was. And politics was one of the things that played into, the difference between opinions and such with certain people. Was a factor.
They had to go because I was not fucking around with that.
It was a factor. So let's be real about it. Yeah, I think the same thing. I've always joke around and say Melanie is my Anderson Cooper and I'm the Andy. I feel like if politics is something we've avoided, I think I know very well Melanie could articulate and go really get into that on the show. But the podcast, I've always envisioned it to be something. I love pop culture, entertainment, you know, the Pisces in me growing up, I'm in a fantasy world. So music, escapism. And this is what I want to do for the podcast. I don't want to we talk about serious things sometimes or whatever, but for the most part, I've always envisioned the platform I'm on, or if I'm entertaining people, is fun, laugh. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too serious. Yeah, we could get serious sometimes, but for the most part, I've always been wanted to promote uplifting and just fun, happiness. You know what I mean? So that's
Come
what
on,
I'm
Mr. Rogers.
no, for real. That's why, you know, because that's what I've always envisioned. I don't want to get too deep, like
Yeah.
fucking politics. Fuck politics. I mean, we got to know about it, but fuck politics. Let's be real. What episode out of the many episodes you've done has made us I don't know how to word this, like made us feel a different way or impacted us more than we thought, like emotionally or something. I don't know how to phrase this question.
I feel like I'm trying to think, but the one that comes to mind is when this was a long time ago. I think when you got you got readings and stuff.
One of our first special guests ever. Okay, come on now, setup. That's why she's my best friend. One of our first big special guests on the podcast that gave us a chance to shout out to Florina from the Bad Girls Club. Flo, if for those who know, she was one of the first people that took a chance on us in 2000 in the inception of our podcast and came on our podcast as a guest. And she gave us a reading. She's now, you know, a intuitive, spiritual person, reading and all that stuff. And she gave us all a reading on the show, and she gave me a reading, and that was emotional. If go back, go on our
we were boohoo crying.
Go on our Facebook page for that episode. For that original episode, it was one of the first ones, and yeah, she really hit close to home, and that was a special moment. That was a special moment. And thank you for bringing that up, because I would say the same thing. That I will answer the same thing. Now another question is, what is your biggest relationship red flag? I think people have seen us talk about relationships so much, so this was a question sent back in December.
You can answer that.
What is a big relationship red flag? Right at the beginning, listen. Right at the beginning, someone who's not willing to go half. Like, listen, I look at little details.
Hold on. What do you mean half?
In a sense of like, let me put this the right way.
Financially?
I may ask you for a date, and if I ask you for a date and I really want you to take you for a date or whatever, like that's the thing. But as we go on, someone who's not be like, oh, I got this, babe, or let me do this too, or you know what I mean? That's very early on. You could tell someone who's just willing to be like, ooh. Then I don't care if I'm asked out for the first date. I still always ask, hey, can I leave the tip?
Right.
Or do you want to laugh? Even though I know that person asked me on the date, I'm still, because I have couth, I'm still gonna ask, hey, can I leave the tip? Or do you still want to go? Do you want to go half?
Yeah.
That's also a double-edged sword, and that's a trick question. Because I want to see, I know you asked me out on the date. I want to see if you're gonna be like, let's split it. Because then I know, oh, he didn't really like this date. So it's just a double thing that I'm doing right there.
I have a funny story. It's really quick. The last date I went on, I was like on the phone with the person. I'm like, I'm looking for my wallet. Hold on, I'm looking for my wallet before I go downstairs. And he was like, why? You're not paying for nothing. I'm like, so I like to have my wallet, but like, yeah, I hope he's not watching. For me, I would say a red flag in a relationship is being with someone who is very judgmental about the things that you like, whether that's liking certain TV shows, eating certain foods, however you spend your time. Like, you know, I had someone with the audacity be like, why do you have to do a podcast? Like, you guys don't, what's the point? The audacity. But God forbid you voice your opinion on something that they do.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, that's a red flag. Anyway, Johonie, what's yours?
I would definitely say clear communication in the beginning, because a lot of times men are very complicated because that's what I deal with. I deal with men, if you haven't noticed. And sometimes men don't know what they want and they're not direct. So the type of aesthetic of men I'm used to dealing with, they expect you to be a mind reader. And it's like I tell them, you need to tell me. I don't know how to read your mind. So what that tells me is down the line, you're always going to question or you're always going to have doubt. So when I see signs of that, those are big, major red flags for me. So it tells me to run away. That's the little flight and flight activating.
Fight and flight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Barbara, what do you think?
I think when it comes down to probably the living situation, because I've been in that multiple times and I've had friends in that multiple times where they're like, oh, well, you can't come to my house because it's not that I live with anybody. I just have trust issues because previous relationships have stalked me. I've had women stalk me before, so I don't want anybody knowing where I live too soon. Or anytime a motherfucker tell me he got a bad relationship with his mama or he ain't talked to his mama in a long time. Yeah, I'm running for the hills, nigga.
Yeah. Another question that we got sent in, and this was interesting. What's something you're still unlearning? And I'll start that one off. Society's expectations. You have to be married by this age. You have to be this successful at this age. If you don't have this at this age, you're a failure. If you don't have kids, you're a failure at this age. If you're not, so on and so forth. Society's expectations. Society has, just like many people say, the Bible has been written, and that's another day, another episode. Listen, I'm a spiritual person now. With that being said, society's expectations. This world has placed and created rules that we, as we're growing up and living through this conditioned world, have placed. We've had suicides. We have people being jealous, wasting their energy and stuff because of what society has put on us and our race and our, fight or struggle and determination to reach those goals by certain ages and certain things to meet society's expectations. That's something I'm trying to unlearn because it's man-made bullshit, in my opinion. Melanie,
I think for me this is kind of sad, but feeling like I don't belong in certain rooms when I'm like hella qualified compared to other people. Like I remember, I will never forget this conversation I had with my guidance counselor in FIT, and she was like, oh, you need to intern in all these places and all these like luxury retail places. And I was just like, I don't think that they're going to hire me because it's on Fifth Avenue or Madison Avenue and I don't belong there. And like, she gave me a whole spiel about it that to this day, when I think about it, I get emotional because it's like, if I didn't listen to her, I still would have been like trying to work retail instead of like working a corporate job. So that's something that I'm having to unlearn, that I do belong in places that some people like me may not look like they belong in.
And this question was also sent, but I want all your opinions. And for all of y'all to answer this. When do you feel the most confident and when do you feel the most insecure? So let's, I guess, maybe say the insecure part and end it with the most confident. Melanie?
Nah, because I was gonna say some nasty shit. Someone else answer.
No, I mean most insecure. When do I feel
most insecure? Probably time of the month. Most confident on a beach, laid out in a bikini. I'm a simple person.
Johonie?
Yeah.
I think most insecure when I'm in a space around people who I know don't like me.
Whoa.
Because it's hard to navigate in a space like that. And so it makes me feel even more insecure. Confident would probably be when I first wake up in the morning. I have a very big spiritual relationship with God. I think I get up and I secure that because I'm breathing and I'm alive, like I deserve to be here. And like I take out everyone else's voice or everyone else's opinions. And I really just hone in on on these statements of how people view me, because a lot of the times people focus on the opinion, and rather than being an opinion, I want to be a statement. So waking up in the morning and just being that extra confident, like, thank you, God, I'm here, and the people whose life I impacted, I made a statement in their life, and I'm not going away. I deserve to fight another day. It just gives me a burst of confidence, at least. Not to get too deep.
I'm about to cry.
Barbie, what about you?
I think, well, I'm probably the most insecure in a room full of skinny bitches, skinny white bitches.
You is beautiful
here in this
Right.
LA Hollywood life. You know, that's definitely, because I was always skinny, and I've always been fighting to get back to my skinny. And the devil is finding every way to keep me from getting skinny. So, it is what it is. But I'm probably most confident when I'm doing something that I really love, whether it be being on stage or acting or doing comedy or, just public speaking type of things or skydiving, anything, fun and exciting to me. I'm most confident.
I like that. Yeah. With me, I guess something that comes to mind that I know I feel very good and like just in my skin and like in the moment feel like this is for your health, this is for you, is when I'm working out in whichever way, whether it's at the gym, whether it's doing yoga, whether it's riding a bike, whether it's hiking, anything physical that I'm like nourishing my body and just building strength and my health. That's when I feel the most confident. Insecure wise, I noticed I didn't really say insecure. Did you say insecure? Insecure. You hit something, Melanie, that resonated with me is when I'm in certain rooms and I think I don't have what it takes, but in reality, I do have what it fucking takes. And there's something about this year, especially to the beginning of this year that started. I mean, we're very new. That's something that like it's the glitch is turning. It's like, no, bitch, you have what it takes, motherfucker, to be.
I always tell you.
So, and that's definitely a tide turning. But I guess, Pat, like if I have to answer it, what you said, like sometimes feeling insecure in these rooms and these meetings because of my job and things I'm doing other things where I'm like, oh wow, like am I qualified? Am I good enough? But it's like I do have what it takes. And as a Pisces, I start connecting everything. I'm like, bro, you had this experience. You do have what it takes. So that's something, I guess, also to that question, what are you unlearning? That too. But let's end it with a fun game. Unpopular opinion. Now, all four of us have a statement, have an unpopular opinion. I don't know. I gave this homework assignment, and here I am. I forgot mine, but let's start with our special guest, ladies first. Barbie, what's your unpopular opinion?
Well, I kept mine's kind of simple. On some fat big back shit. I love chitlins, okay, and I got a lot of heat. I got a lot of heat when I posted them on my story last month. People talk about, oh, that's slave food, and we ain't gotta eat like that no more. And bitch, let me tell you something. I know we ain't slaves and we ain't gotta eat no more, but that shit is good, bitch, with some greens and some cornbread and some ketchup. Bitch, right on up, honey. And then I had some of my Latino friends hit me up and say, well, we eat that in Latino culture, except we fry them and like put them in tacos or whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't have it that way too, baby girl. Like, shit, they good. I mean,
what's in Latino? What's chitlins?
Is it pork rinds?
It's no, not pork rinds. Like I went to this little shop in the back of this liquor store. My coworker, my Mexican.
Oh, okay, I see.
And
it's more
it was like a taco with chitlins, but they was fried. The way Black people cook them, we like boil them. You know what I mean? And then we put them with some greens and some cornbread and hot sauce or ketchup. But the way the Latinos do it, they said they fry them.
Yeah, they're chitlins is basically small intestines of pigs, and like more commonly chinchulines. That's what they in like Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Dominican Republic.
Johonie, you shaking your head, Johonie. What do you know about
It's called mondongo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's mondongo. Like we eat it several different ways. It's
With the
Right.
soup,
yeah,
right?
it's like soup. You can make it in tacos. You can fry them, and like they're like when you fry them, they have like a texture of pork grinds because the oil gives that like air to it. So it's
Um,
different ways to eat it in the Spanish culture. So definitely, it's good. It's not that it stinks, but it's good.
yeah,
It does.
It's
yeah.
good.
It do stink a little bit. You got to put some
It's
garlic on top and some lemon, and try to freshen up the house.
Johonie, what's your unpopular opinion?
So I wrote mine down, and you guys know me. I'm all about like spirituality and growth and stuff. So unpopular opinion: most people don't want growth; they want comfort with better aesthetics.
Mm.
And it's just something that I'm currently going through in my life that I'm experiencing with a few personal like people who I consider real close, just associates. Just people really say they're growing, but they really stagnant. They make a little change and think they say, "Oh, I'm going places." No, baby, Rome wasn't built in a day. I wasn't either. It took 9 months to get me here, and then a whole multitude with a village of people raising me to get to where I'm at today. So, like, people need to be more realistic with expectations of what comfort is, and what it is to be stagnant and what growth means. And when people know the definitions of that, then they'll be able to get to places. I think I'm in that place in my life right now, finally learning to grow.
Byronique?
All right. My unpopular opinion is that the shows, The Office, and Friends are not that fucking funny. People personalize themselves and like make it their personality to say, "Oh, you will like, or we're the same kind of funny if you like the show Friends and The Office." No, it's not that funny. Please stop. It's really not.
I never got into Friends or The Office.
I love The Office. I didn't get into the Friends show, but I didn't see what all the hype
Friends
was
lasted
about.
like 10 seasons though. Not to dock it. We're not saying, well, I'm not saying it's like shit. People have asked me, "Oh, you watch Friends?" I'm like, no. Not to knock it. I mean, if it went 10 seasons, like obviously it
Well,
had
I
a fan base.
understand that there are references and people will say, "Oh, you ever seen the episode of Joey doing XYZ?" Okay, get it. But for someone to be like, "Oh my god, that shit was so funny," I don't see the humor. Maybe I'm not into sarcastic humor. That's
It's
just
white humor. White humor.
Yeah, I never got into Seinfeld either. People thought
Me
that
either.
was like,
Oh
yeah.
god. That's another one that went on for years, but I never got into it.
I
yeah.
think what it is for me is that I
It
don't
is
really
like
like shows that have like the laughing track. The only show that I like that has a laugh track is probably Golden Girls, and those bitches were funny.
Well, but they had no. But remember, back in the day, actually, some of them actually had live audience
Oh
footage,
yeah,
and
they
Golden
did.
Girls did because they were filmed at the back lot of the Disney Channel, where Britney Spears also did the Mickey Mouse Club. But yeah,
Oh yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. Like that shit's not that funny.
my unpopular opinion. Damn, it's crazy because I thought to myself, I'm like, how am I asking them to have an unpopular opinion and I still haven't come up with one myself? But then today, one dawned on me. But I don't know. My unpopular opinion is coming back from work and some of your motherfucking coworkers like asking you, "Oh, were you on vacation or are you sick again?" Why ask?
That's a HIPAA violation.
Why I was not around. Mind your motherfucking business. In the words of Will I Am and Britney Spears, mind your business, bitch. Like
Right.
shit. That's how I feel.
No,
It's
I
called
be
a
like,
mental health day.
Yeah, they thought they signed a paycheck.
Like, are you the payroll department? But with that being said, it's called. I like. Listen, we're going through the winter. People are sick over here. But thank you guys so much for this supersized episode. Barbie, before we go, anywhere that the people listening, watching could follow you and so on, catch you, anything?
Definitely. As always, follow me. I got my Instagram, my TikTok, what is it called? Threads at the first Barbie. That's THE number 1 ST Barbie. Hey, y'all know how to spell that. And then YouTube, Byronique Barbie, Facebook, for all the old heads, Byronique Barbie on
Follow
Facebook.
us, elder, as they're calling us, elder millennials.
No, don't do it.
I think that's what they're calling us.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. And definitely check me out on Netflix, Black Barbie documentary. If you haven't supported that, support Black arts. It is Black History Month.
You see each other. I was about to plug that in. You see?
Right.
Yes, please go check out my girl, Black Barbie, on Netflix.
Yes.
Stream. She is on it. I'm so proud of you. So proud of her. And so thankful once again for this podcast and those two buffoons that brought us together. Because we're still, and they said we couldn't do it.
Right.
They said we couldn't do it.
The hater.
Okay.
Let the hater push y'all.
The Inner Circle podcast is also a little spice and a little shade too.
Right.
Entertainment. Funny.
We're funny. Allegedly.
Just get the joke and just move on. Don't get in your feelings. Johonie, where can they support you?
Well, definitely, like I told you guys the last time, I am starting my new little content journey on my weight loss journey. So I just opened the page. So you'll be seeing the first couple of videos actually coming up. I have a big, huge surprise for my birthday. That page is called Slim Down Honey. But you can follow me on my actual page where I'll be posting all the behind the scenes and like my normal day-to-day content. Big Honey, and you spell honey with a 0, NIE at the end. Make sure you follow and make sure you keep watching the Inner Circle podcast. This is where you're going to find out all the info. We put a lot of predictions to life. If y'all didn't see, we had talked about something and then boom, the next day it came out. So catch the information here first. I'm definitely going to be watching Black Barbie. I'm super excited. I got Netflix, so we'll be streaming you, girl. And congratulations to y'all on the 300 episode. I said it in the beginning, but y'all couldn't hear me. Congratulations to both of y'all, and I'm honored. This is my 3rd time, doing a guest appearance, and on the 300 episode, and I'm a firm believer that numbers and magic happen.
Yes.
Me and Charlie met a very long time ago, and he's always been an influence and a mentor in my life, and I'm super glad to have met you as well, Melanie. So it's only up from here. Hopefully y'all invite me again, and
of course.
You're a friend of the show, just like Barbie's a friend of the show. Melanie,
I just want to say happy Valentine's Day coming up for the lovers. 300 more.
Hey.
More. And thank you guys for taking the time to kick it with us and just chop it up. We love you guys. We love to have you guys. Charlie, as always a pleasure, bestie. And yeah, to a fabulous winter and even more fabulous spring, summer, September.
And we end it right there. We love you guys. Like, follow, subscribe, share. I really appreciate. Listen, we do this because it brings us as friends, but we also, even if it makes someone laugh, chuckle, whatever, think thought-provoking, we appreciate you guys. Follow, like, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys next week on 301. We'll do it.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m.